Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Trillium. That usually means it's going to be tasty. This is their scaled IPA. Not a big beer, 7%. These guys are up in Massachusetts, and the notes on Beer Advocate says scaled is the first IPA brewed and packaged at our Canton, Massachusetts factory or facility in the spring of 2018. We implemented recent learnings from our permutation program to breathe new life into this milestone beer. The newly developed fermentation profile and grist, coupled with foundational elements from a larger hop charge of legacy hop varieties, take this IPA to the next level. Eldorado, Citra, and Columbus hops create an aromatic blast of juicy mango, pineapple, and lemon candies. Pineapple, sweet orange, and pink grapefruit flesh follow on a medium-bodied palate that finishes with a soft, mild to moderate bitterness. And they're telling us the malt is American two-row barley, white wheat, flaked wheat, dextrine, C15. And the hops are Eldorado, Citra, and CTZ. This was sent to me by the way of Christian, and see if he's written anything. Picked him up from the brewery a couple of weeks ago. So everybody that's had a Trillium beer knows what they're all about, and people stand in line at the brewery to get their hands on their beers, guys. So the date's on the bottom of it, and the alcohol is written on the front. They never tell us the IBUs on their beers, and it says here, and they've written this in very small writing. Looks like it was canned on. It's all jumbled up too. Looks like 0706 of 19. So yeah, not 2 months old. Today is the 25th of August. So 6 weeks, 7 weeks, somewhere in that area old. Over to Untapped. Untapped has it. Their commercial description says exactly the same thing that I just read off of Beer Advocate. So they're using the same information, probably off their website, I'd say, more than likely. So we don't have the IBUs, but we do have the ABV and the canned on date. So big 16-ounce plain Jane silver can with a stick-on wraparound label. Let's get it in the glass. See what we got here, guys. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a tasty beer, guys. Very cloudy coming out of the can. I'm going to stand it up a little bit to get a little bit more head on this pour. I'm always pleased with beers that are sent to me from this brewer. They're usually very, very tasty, guys. A little over a finger of head on that pour. Looks like orange juice in the glass, guys. Very, very good looking beer. Looks like orange juice, don't it? Definitely a New England style beer. Good looking beer. Let's get it to the nose and see what we got. Big citrusy notes. And Citra hops. I've brewed with Citra, Columbus. I don't think I've done Eldorado. I may have, but I don't think I have. But Citra hops is one of my favorites. A little bit of pine, a little grapefruit in there. And there is some hint of maybe some lemon drops or lemon peel. Smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Christian. Very pleasant. Very easy to drink, nice and smooth. Got a very nice sweetness, not overly sweet. But it doesn't have a huge bitterness to it, guys. A good transitional beer to get into an IPA if you're wanting to try something like this. It doesn't have a huge bitterness to the back end of it. Very easy drinking, very smooth. Very, very pleasant. That is super pleasant, guys. And the hops are not super off the chain like a lot of their beers and stuff are, but it is very prominent and very pleasing and very tasty. So let me do the back end pour out of here, get it into the glass, and I will go sip on this for a while and let it come up to room temperature. Speaking of temperature, the temperature has eased off a little bit, and it's in the low 70s today. It's real pleasant to sit outside, and that's where I'm headed. I'm going to go out on the deck and sit and sip on this for a little while, and we'll come back and give it a grade. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sitting on it about an hour now. Very tasty beer, very smooth, very easy drinking beer. A little bit of pine, grapefruit, very citrusy. Doesn't have that off-the-chain tropical fruit notes like a lot of their beers do. A good transitional beer, like I said earlier, to get you into an IPA that doesn't have a ton of bitterness. Very tasty beer, very easy drinking beer. So I enjoyed this. Thanks again to Christian for sending it to me. Final chug. Delightful beer. It is a very nice, easy drinking New England style IPA. And fairly low ABV, it's 7%. I would buy this if I could get it here. I don't think it's outstanding, guys, but it's pretty close. If you say, oh my God, that's the same beer, best thing I ever tasted, I wouldn't argue with that, guys. But to me, some of their other beers are a little more tastier than what this one is. So I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 98. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 94. So I'm giving it a better grade than those guys are anyway. And over to Untapped says 4.25. That's their borderline between A- and A. I think it's a solid A. And on the upper end of the A scale, as a matter of fact. So if you've had the scaled from Trillium Brewing, this is an IPA. Let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.